Welcome back everybody to Boats vs. Haulover, where man and machine take on Mother Nature, typically down at Haulover Inlet, but today we are visiting Boca. It's a little bit of a rough day down here, but it's not going to be an unfair day. In other words, if the captain's got the skills, most boats shouldn't have any issues today. If things get out of hand, it's probably because a captain let it get out of hand, kind of like right there. My man was just coming in a little hot, got a little air, but things still look good and they'll make their way into the inlet. But let's go ahead and get this competition started and we'll step into our first round. And in the first round, we're going to feature none other than the Blue Top Legend themselves. Here they are making their way into Boca, having a good time as we've become accustomed to seeing. These ladies got this boat up on plane, kind of just doing the work, letting things happen as they go, and they've got the right speed and pace on this one, and they should have no issues getting their little whaler into Boca Inlet. And of course, the Queens of Boca will take a win for the boats here in the first round. And that'll bring us into our second round, where we're going to see some more ladies coming through and another small whaler. But let's see how they fare compared to the Blue Top Legend. These girls are starting to make their way out into the inlet, and they look a little excited. And if you're listening, they sound a little excited as well. Oh man, our girl comes out a little hot. They take a quick shot to the chops right up front, and they got to be a little more careful than this. It looks like the girl on the right is wearing a leg brace of some kind even, which is a little wild to be trying to run out of the inlet like this. But these girls are taking an absolute pounding as they work their way out of Boca, and that was a dangerous shot right there on the beam of the boat. They've got to be careful, and it looks like we're going to see them turn this thing around. And here's another look at it from the Boats vs. Haulover Skycam as we've got these ladies coming back out of the inlet. Here you can really see how wild this ride is, and you can see how much they're having to hang on as they take an absolute pounding as they work their way out of Boca Inlet. You'll also see here where they start to get a little sideways, they turn north just a little bit late. Right here, they're doing it as they start to get into the breakers. You've got to make that turn before you hit this, or you're going to wind up in the wash, kind of like these girls you see here. But fortunately, these girls are able to get it turned around and start making their way back into Boca. But unfortunately for the girls, because they've had to pull a Boca U-turn, we're not going to have any choice, but we're going to have to go ahead and give this round to Boca Inlet. Fortunately for the girls, everybody appears to be okay, but watch their faces as they're coming back into the inlet. They definitely had a wild ride, and we'll go ahead and let you guys watch this one finish out as they try and make their way back in. And this will bring us to a 1-1 tie as we head into the third round, but we've got a nice cobia coming out, and man, they take a shot up front as well. Watch this one. These guys absolutely get blasted right as they're coming out the mouth of the inlet. The crew will continue to work its way out, but this one's not going to last long either. But they're just going to take a few more heavy shots. It's a rough day, and quickly decide, well, this just isn't worth it. And they're going to go ahead and make that Boca U-turn as well, and Boca will take a win here in the third round. And that's going to give Boca Inlet the 2-1 lead as we roll into the fourth round. And the boats are going to go ahead and throw a contender in the ring as we try and pick up a win here in the fourth round. Here we're going to see this vessel's making its way toward Boca. They've got the boat just up on plane and look pretty solid. They've got a really good pace, and one of our crew members looks like they're going to try and show off a little bit here as well. But this crew is not going to have any issues. They're going to make their way into Boca Inlet and take a win for the boats in the fourth round. And that'll bring us to a 2-2 tie as we roll into the fifth round. Who will take the win this week? Will it be the boats or Boca Inlet? This crew makes it over that first wave and starts to make their way into Boca. And they're starting to pick the pace up. It's a smaller vessel, and as you can tell by the waves behind them, it's a big day here at Boca. It's all about timing in this situation. They've got to make sure that they hopefully stay on the back of the wave in front of them to prevent this boat from getting pushed around, getting caught from behind by a wave, or stuffing the bow in front. But the crew looks pretty solid, and they look like they're going to make it into Boca without incident, and that means this crew is going to take a win for the boats, and the boats are going to take a win in this episode. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Boats vs. Haulover. If you did, please check out our other content. We have Wavy Boats, who does a bunch of great things at Haulover Inlet and Boca Inlet. My channel, Broncos Guru, we do some great comedy boating videos there as well. And of course, we've got the Miami Boat Ramps channel, where we focus on all the hilarity that happens at the boat ramps in South Florida. And if you haven't already, go ahead and drop an anchor on the subscribe button here.